Hey, I'm Eric. I'm listening to 100 albums in 100 days. For all the details on what I'm doing and why, check out the video pinned to my profile. Today I listened to the 1987 album Man of Colors from the band Icehouse. This album made the list because of a suggestion of a friend. So I really wanted to like it because they suggested it. So there's two singles from this album that came out in the 80s. There's Crazy, and then there's Electric Blue, which, side note, Electric Blue was written with John Oates of Daryl Hall and John Oates. I remember Electric Blue on the radio, and I didn't remember the video until I went back and watched it this afternoon, and then I remembered it because that lead singer has a righteous mullet in that video, and that's what jarred my memory was that mullet. I remember that video and that song, but I don't remember Crazy on the radio or if there was a video or not. I know Electric Blue went to number 7, and I know that Crazy, I think, was in number 15 maybe. This is their 5th album, so they have 4 other ones. I didn't even know. I mean, that's amazing they had 4 albums because I had never heard of them. And they're an Australian band. Apparently they just are crazy successful in Australia. This album alone, I think, had, if I read right, had 5 hit singles off of it in Australia, which just shows you, like I talked about for Honeymoon Suite a couple days ago, these bands that have just crazy success in their home country, but just for whatever reason can't make the breakthrough in America. So this album, so out of those 2 singles, I really like those 2 songs. Get a lot of play in the past 3 or 4 years on Sirius XM 80s on 8. They play those songs, they're in heavy rotation. So I've come to like Crazy better than I like Electric Blue because of the way it starts, that power chord that they hit, and it just kind of fades off. It just seems very powerful to me. It seems like it's the kind of song that should have been in an 80s teen movie. But that song opens the album, so I was very hopeful when I heard that this is how it was going to start. And then from there it goes into Electric Blue, and then it goes into another upbeat song, and I was pretty hopeful at that point. But then at that point, it just kind of meanders and loses its way. It hits these mid-tempo songs that they're not, one of them's a ballad, but it's not a power ballad, and then they're just kind of mid-tempo. They're not anything, amazing, for lack of a better word. And it just kind of loses its way after that, and kind of lost my attention. There's 2 more songs towards the end of the album. My Obsession, which was a single in the US, it didn't even break the top 50, which I actually like better than some of the other songs on the album. And then there's one more song at the very end of the album called Anybody's War that I thought was a cool song. But other than that, the whole album just kind of lost me. I didn't really connect with much of the album at all, except for those few songs. Now, the version of the album that's on Spotify has some extra stuff on there. There were a couple extra mixes of Crazy that were pretty cool. They were very different than the song, and so they were pretty cool to listen to. And there's one extra mix of Electric Blue that didn't even sound any different to me. But there were some outtake songs, like 4 outtake songs listed that I guess didn't make the cut for the album. However, if a couple of those had made the album, it probably would have made the album more appealing to me because I really liked a couple of those songs. But for whatever reason, they didn't make the cut. So, I didn't connect with the album. I think I'll just stick with Crazy and Electric Blue. I don't think I'll be pulling anything else off of this album to listen to in the future. Like I said, those 2 songs are on pretty heavy rotation on 80s on 8. So, I'll probably just stick with that. The other couple of songs that I liked just weren't enough for me to, keep a hold of anywhere on a playlist. So if you're an Icehouse fan, if you're from Australia and you're an Icehouse fan and there's another album that I should be listening to other than this, please let me know what it is. I would love to be proven wrong and find a better album than this one. If you've heard this album and you have opinions about it, or if you like it, let me know. Is it worth a listen? I mean, maybe if you really want to check it out. I would leave that up to you. I'm not going to sit here and say you need to listen to it. But if you do, let me know what you think.